to life in a way that has never been possible before, thanks to my talent to translate texts into spoken delights. You can join the next global AI giant Onpassive to use and market the next generation AI tools. Simply register for free at www.coolzone.ai. You will always be in sync with OConnect, which ensures that messages are sent accurately. Get your 14-day free trial of OConnect. Simply register at www.coolzone.ai.
Hello, everybody.
What happened?
I wanted to do the delay thing. You didn't even fall for it. Hey, thanks, everybody. It is the 9th of May. Thank you for being here. I mean that. That means a lot to me. And Chris. Discussion today, a little bit of everything. But one thing I wanted to go over as I was pondering, go look that up. I do ponder. I was pondering about Onpassive and what we know. Did we cover every aspect, almost every aspect of life? We have On Joy, which is for children, okay, which is needed, educational, fun, and educational. There's a couple videos out now from O Media that beautiful. If that's the concept of what they're doing, oh my gosh. And we don't know yet 100%, but come on. There's one thing. Children. We know that we're covering women around the world, starting in Dubai, but what Susan's doing, Professor Susan, with women around the world, it's a big deal. Okay, and then we have the digital products, right? We have what we know. There's OConnect, we know OTrims, OMail. We're going to be getting OCreate, all these other ones coming down, OTracker, and you start wrapping your head around it. You think, then we're coming out with, check this out. This is huge. Academy, online education is, I forgot what it comes out to, almost $1 trillion business or something. And we know how much the company and the people running the company from Ash down are into education. Ash's concept of how education should be is, and I believe this, people, even when you're little, you gravitate towards what you love. Now, you might ask yourself, why do I love music? Why do I love writing? Why do I love? I think some of it's built into us. That's why we all have different passions. Look, we wouldn't all want to be the same thing. It doesn't make sense. And with Onpassive, you get to take whatever it is that, let's put it in Chris's terms, float your boat and take it to as far as you want to go. And I think that's amazing. And I was looking up, I know people get anxious, okay? And I know it's about money, a lot of it, health, the future. And the older we get, I know because I'm going through it, raising grandchildren at 64. I started worrying about my health, no doubt about it. Worry about my wife, worry about things you didn't worry about at 20 and 30. 20 and 30, you're going to live forever. It's never going to end. Oh, that's them. That's not me. I'm bulletproof. Well, you find out that's not quite the way it goes, okay? And some of the crazy crap I did as a 20-year-old would kill me today, okay? But I started looking into different things to help me out, right? So I did the carnivore diet. It changed my life. I'm not a doctor. I'm not telling people they have to do it or whatever. But if I would recommend the carnivore diet to anyone, as much as I would recommend O-Connect or Onpassive, no joke, changed my life. Even another step higher than that, intermittent fasting. I have a lung issue, right, for 20 years. It's almost like I have none when I do what I just said. If I do the carnivore correct and I do intermittent fasting where I don't eat for 16 hours minimum, my life has changed. It makes me feel so much better. And I only say that because I know people are struggling just like I was, especially big people, where you're breathing or you get up in the middle of the night or you're using inhalers and all. I'm just telling you what it did for me. I'm not a doctor. I'm not telling anybody. I'm not trying to. I'm just telling you what worked for me. Uh, and I know this isn't unpassive, but for me it is. If I care about you, I talk to you about Onpassive because it'll bring you the financial freedom that I believe will change your life and your family's life forever, as long as you're on this planet. And I believe it will be generational. I know it's sad and all that, but if from my view of Onpassive and all the things I just mentioned, and remember, this is what I know. Now let's add what I don't know, which is another 90%. It's off the chart. And like Bill Musk just put here, owe everything. That's what we are. When Ash says we're going to own it, does it sound arrogant? Does it look arrogant? Does it smell arrogant? You damn right it does. But I'll tell you what, from all the crap that Ash has gone through, the company's been muddling through, we should be proud. And a little bit of arrogance in a good way is a good thing. Because one day, people are going to be eating crow from the stuff they said and they thought. Because listen, if we're lying about something, prove it. I'm telling you what I see and happening daily. Are we signing uh, contracts with people to partner up with them? Yes. Have we done it? Yes. Is it a fact? Yes. Are we marketing, spending millions? Yes. Is the company building a massive foundation for us? Yes. Is it big enough to hold maybe billions of people? Yes. Are they expanding every day? Yes. Does Ash want to share the wealth? Yes. None of that's an opinion. None of that's hype. Yeah, I know people like to hear about the numbers. I can razzle dazzle you with numbers. I'll blow your socks off with numbers. No doubt about it. But let's look at this. The change in your life, if you have your hands on health, financial, and freedom, what else is there? Then it's up to you what you do or what you don't do. Listen, if you're a good-hearted person and you have the resources, you're going to bless a lot of people. I believe that. I can't wait to get more. And I've given when I had none. But I always somehow, not somehow, I know how, have been reimbursed in other ways much bigger than what I gave. That's not what I'm looking for, but that's the facts. I've learned a lot of things in this business, a lot of things in the last 5 years, things that I've worked on my whole life as an adult. Well, I found out a long time ago that a true leader in any sector, as you want to call it, a true leader is a servant. They do for others. Some people confuse leader with dictatorship. I'm the boss, you do what I say, blah, 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 blah. That's not a leader. He's running his whatever it is through intimidation. But if you have the truth, you walk the truth, you believe the truth, you don't have to be a dictator. You do not have to tell people, I am LC. I am General DeGarmo. You don't have to do that. You go out, you serve people, you give them whatever you can to enhance their life. If I can put a smile on somebody or knock down their anxiety just a little bit one day, just for an hour, it's worth it to me. And if we all do that little by little by little, all this adds up. The mathematics of Onpassive is bless one another, edify one another, be your brother and sister's keeper, lift up one another, focus on others, and dump pride. Pride needs to be dumped. Well, if I help him and I point him out, they're going to be up higher. They're going to shine more than me. Bull donkey. Don't worry about shining. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. If you help enough people get what they want, and this is no joke, and I know it sounds corny, you're going to be fine. Everybody will be fine. Look at all the people in the background of Onpassive. I meet them every day. Gemma, Megan, M. Kylie. She's here for. If you didn't have the support of people, it would just be me and Chris in a freaking webinar by ourselves. No, it takes a team. It takes a team of people that believe the same thing. Gina Liba goes from webinar to webinar to webinar to webinar, encouraging, uplifting, and building people, and stays behind and doesn't care what she gets in return. And that's most people that I know in Onpassive, that I know personally. That's the difference between Onpassive and any other company I've ever been in. Ever. Not even close. But it all started from the very person that created Onpassive. He had a culture when he talked, and he knew I'm going to say words that a few people will understand. It happened to be 1 million. And remember something, at least as many said no. At least as many yeses, there was as many nos, because they didn't have that. When Onpassive talks to some people, it's crystal clear. When Onpassive talks and the movement of Onpassive to other people, it's a foreign language. They have no idea what he's saying. The freak is this crazy guy talking about? What are these people doing? They must be in a cult. They don't get it. But is it really that far-fetched not to understand why people don't get it? Don't want to get into religion, but when Jesus walked the planet, did everybody think he was such a great guy and we're all going to follow him? Don't think so. They crucified him. In fact, majority didn't like him. At least the ones in power. So don't tell me it doesn't happen. It happens. He that is ready to hear will hear. That's why I never forced Onpassive. I lay it out there and I'm talking to somebody here. If this is closed, I don't care how smart they are. I'm not looking for smart. I'm looking for good-hearted people, because good-hearted people, listen, I've met people that are so smart, they're dumb. Because I've introduced Onpassive to some people that said, no, to me, that's not a smart person. That's a blind person. And they're coming back anyway. I mean, I don't care. I don't dwell on it. But remember, you said yes because you heard it and you believed it. You have nothing to be ashamed of. But whatever you do, don't keep surrounding yourself around people that put you down and call you an idiot. And I don't care if they're family or not. Go to family and do family things. Don't go there and beat yourself up by talking about Onpassive. They don't get it. They don't understand the language. It's like, you remember the Charlie Brown cartoons? And you hear the adults talking, they're going, meow, 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 meow. You couldn't even understand them. That's what it sounds like to people that don't understand Onpassive. They don't even get it. Oh, no, they don't even let you finish the sentence, right? Hey, did you, no, I know about that. That's what they call it. I know about that. It's a scheme. It's a lie. It's this, it's that. Why put yourself through that? To get out of anxiety, look at what's happened. The lights are on. The lights are still on. They're still spending millions and millions of dollars. We're still advancing. We still are hiring people. Sit down, breathe in, breathe out. We are on the best shape of our life. And Mr. Mupara may not be out dancing and doing the twists for us every night, but trust me, he's working, he's pushing ahead, and he can't wait. He can't wait to call you in and say, look, here's the baby that we created. And guess what? You're going to reap the rewards because of this. And he did not mind sacrificing to do it. So have the faith, stay calm, look at everything. Onpassive has covered everything in Onpassive. It has covered everything that we can even think of. Remember, there's things we don't know yet. I've heard people bring it up to Ash and he diverts it because he doesn't want to talk about it. There's some things you got to be quiet until it happens. But we are involved in something that I think I can't wrap my head around it. I can't wrap my head around it. And then when people are saying, you think I'll ever make enough to do this and this, you're going to make enough to do whatever the freak you want. It depends on what your belief is. What do you have the patience? Push forward, help people, and no matter where you are in life, especially in Onpassive, lift everybody else above yourself. If we all do that, we're all on top. And whatever you can do to focus on you. You might have children, you might have brothers and sisters, you might have uncles and aunts, you might even have a mother and father that think you're a complete crazy person. Newsflash. Henry Ford had friends, family that thought he was a nut. Thomas Edison sitting in this shop for 1,000 times trying to make a light bulb that nobody's ever seen before. You don't think they walk by and say, hey guys, come here, look in the window and say, look at this freaking nut. He's in there trying to mix lightning in a glass tube. Freaking idiot. And they walked away. You don't think Noah looked like building a ship for 100 years in the middle of dry land and it never rained? I know, how you doing? How's your boat coming? It wasn't funny later. No, same thing happened. Microsoft, uh, Facebook, I don't care what the reasons they did it. Everybody now attacks everybody. Oh, Facebook's evil and he did it evil. No, he didn't. He did it to pick up chicks. Okay. It expanded into something else. And when it got this big, and then rules and regulations came in, and people think, well, he did it because he doesn't care. No, he built it because there was no rules and regulations. There's no way he knew in 2004 that there was going to be 2 billion people signed up on Facebook. Nobody would know that. It was a reaction. Here's the difference between Facebook and Onpassive. Onpassive has a plan. It's not an accident. We're not building Onpassive to pick up chicks. I don't know the exact reason for Facebook, but Onpassive was built to change lives from the very beginning. Nothing is an accident. Everything is strategic. Everything is being done step by step, brick by brick. And there's a reason for everything. When something comes out, what time it comes out, how it's delivered, how good it has to be. And we don't have to do any of that. We don't have to do any of it. I mean, I hear people come to me. I know Chris. Oh my God, he gets more than I do. I don't know why a pastor doesn't do this, do this, do this. Really? For you to question anything on Onpassive, you have to be there while it's being done. There's a reason for everything in Onpassive. Absolutely every. I don't know why they don't do this, and I don't know why they don't do this. Are you kidding me? I don't ask those questions because I can't ask them. I can't intelligently say, I don't know why you. I don't know the story. They're building something that's never been done before. Listen, no matter what you build, you buy something in the store, you've got a instruction thing, step 1 to step 70. You follow the steps, you build a chair. You follow the steps, you build an entertainment center. He built Onpassive. There's no blueprint. Here's what I want. Here's the outcome in my mind. And then he has to build to get it. And while he's doing that, there's other people in this big room going, you can't do this, you can't do that. That's not lawful. You got to change this. Our country won't accept this. Oh, wait a minute, you can't do that in Texas. Oh, you can't do that in Delaware. No, you can't say that. You can't offer that. That's what happens in Onpassive. But the difference is the captain of this ship says, well, it's going to happen. We'll modify. We'll do whatever we can because I'm still going for my goal no matter what it takes. We are the most fortunate people on the planet. On the planet. Because any other man or woman, and I said both, that I've ever met would have quit. Or at least cut back and said, okay, let's modify. He's not modifying anything. He has a goal that he wants and he's going for it. You know, I mean, you look at all these other companies that made changes, big changes, life-changing, like world-changing events. They go through a lot of crap. And the people that are only that big, they don't go through anything because they are nothing. But Ash knows what he's going through. It gets worse and worse and worse. And then I believe now we're over the hump. We can see the light. We're heading into the light because he went through the trash and he walked through the mud, the crap, and arrows and bullets and whatever he did. And we're about to open up into the light. We're about to walk out of this tunnel. And just be happy with that. Let your anxiety go. It's not worth it. We're in a very good place. Very good. Do I wish things would go smoother? But maybe not. Maybe not. As said, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be great. If there wasn't pressure and stuff, you couldn't make a diamond. You can't make a diamond if there's no pressure. Can't make gold. If you just walked down the street and tripped over a gold block, how much would it be worth? Nothing. If you could just see gold on the street, it would be worth nothing. It'd just be a gold-looking thing, and you'd say, get rid of that. You'd have dumpsters, throw it in the trash. Because it's unique, and it's hard to find, and it's very rare. It costs a lot. It costs a lot money-wise. It costs a lot determination. It costs a lot because people are against you. Everybody's against you when you want to shake up the world. But we're going to win, and we're part of it. And all that war and all that fighting, when it's done, and he starts collecting money, he's going to share it with us. Come on, that's a beautiful thing. Anyway, it is 23 minutes. I was pretty quick. I'm going to turn it over to Chris, but I want to say one thing. If you have any anxiety or you're worried or whatever, go look at what we're doing. Go look at where we've been and look. We're not slowing down. We're going faster. Just because we don't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. There's so much happening that we don't know. That's a fact. It's a fact. So love all of you. Keep the faith, and we're about to kick it. I'm going to turn it over to Chris, and I'll probably be back on. Go ahead, Chris.
Thank you, General DeGarmo, for going from mayor to general. Very good. Me and Red were messing with you in the private chat. I did send you a private chat, just by the way, on the screen here. Wow, a lot of great things Marty said. And you know what? I was thinking to myself yesterday, what else do I have to offer with a value? And I'm like, I have nothing to offer of value. But what I can say is you can go to onpassive.com and see what we do have to offer. How many of you actually gone to that website and actually looked through everything that we have? It's actually, pretty amazing. I rarely do it. I'm not going to lie. I went there the other day and I thought, wow, this is pretty cool. I know Red goes through it on a daily basis. I know Marty goes through it on a daily basis. Also, the videos they're putting out. I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of people right now putting out some really good videos. and share those videos out. It's not hard to do. They love it when you, especially Bill and John, they love when you share their videos. Marty's putting them out. Julie's putting them out. Narelle's putting them out. People are putting out some really good videos. Now, someone said to me the other day is, you think people aren't watching you. They are. They just don't maybe not like it or, click a comment, but they're watching it. Keep putting it out there. Listen,
let me say one thing about that.
Go ahead.
When you do a video or you do something to do with Onpassive, it's not about now. It is not about now. If I did everything that had to do with now, I wouldn't do it. Everything I do is for tomorrow and the day after and the day after and the day after. When you do a video, it's there for life. People will look up OConnect on Facebook and your videos will show up. Don't worry about now. Don't worry about, I only have 50 people or 100 people. Listen, nobody knows what Onpassive is. Face the facts. Oh, we got 1 million people. No, we got 1 million accounts. No one in the big scope of things knows anything about Onpassive. When the doors open and it goes viral, they're going to be clicking everywhere going, Onpassive, Onpassive, Onpassive. And there'll be keywords. What is Onpassive? Is Onpassive in New Jersey? Is Onpassive in California? Is Onpassive in Germany? Just do what you're doing and don't worry about what happens today. It's not about today. Sorry, Chris, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, that was very good, actually. I was thinking that, but you said it, so I'm glad. That is correct. The things that people are doing now are for the future. Let me give you an example. You remember, it was quite a while now, where, Charlie bit me and it really hurt. All it took was a few people say, oh my God, that was the funniest thing. And they sent it everywhere. Now that was comedy. Imagine when people find out that they can earn an income online finally, when they've been trying to do it. That's how it's going to go viral, believe it or not. They're going to go to YouTube, look up Onpassive. They're going to see everyone that's done an Onpassive video, good and bad. They're going to go there. But by then it will be in the now. Because as soon as the viral button is created and hit, it's going to be now. But remember this, Ashmafar go look how many products he's got coming our way. It's a lot. And it overcovers almost everything that's on the internet today, but better quality, better sound, AI induced. Listen, there's a reason that your windshield on your car is bigger than your rear view mirror. You see what I'm saying? Look forward. Sometimes one person can knock us off our pedestal because they say something that's negative or whatever. Hey man, don't look in that rear view mirror anymore. Keep looking forward out the windshield. All right, you got a big view and know what's coming your way. A lot of people every single day, Chris, I don't know listen, what don't you know about? It's here. It's there. And the first question I always ask them is, well, what have you done? Have you done anything? Well, not really. Okay, then what do you, well, I know you're in a bad situation. You should worry if Onpassive wasn't around. That's your only worry. If Onpassive was never written down, if Ashmafar never existed, what would your worries be then? The same ones you have now. The difference is Ashmafar, he's doing something about it. He's doing something about it so you don't worry, so you don't panic, so you don't stress. I think a lot of people miss that. I think we're all missing it. Even me, I've missed it a few times. What am I worried for? I already know this is going to go, blow, kaboom, and my life is going to be incredibly beautiful. It's pretty good now. But man, there's always room for improvement. I love that saying. I got a good life, but I want better. No, I don't want better. I want great. And then I want to turn around and make other people's lives better and great. Do I worry about it? Why should I? I'm doing the best I can every single day. I talk about something that I love. If people don't want to listen to me, turn me off. I mean, there's an end button right here. You can turn me off. All right? People that constantly pick on people for trying to better their lives are freaking losers. I'm sorry. I've dealt with people that way my whole life. I've allowed people in the past to shoot me down and not try something new because, oh, that'll never work. Oh, hey, man, screw those people. Sorry about the language. But I get so pissed off that people are so negative. Listen, I want you all to succeed. And with Onpassive, you're going to succeed. That's a fact. Stop worrying. You got some things going on like we all do right now. I get it. It ain't going to change nothing. But worry that Onpassive was never, I mean, if it was never there, what would we do? Think about it. I know I wouldn't be sitting on here talking to a bunch of people right now about how great something is coming. Think about that. Take those flipping negative thoughts and throw them in the toilet, flush them straight down the shooter, I said, and start being positive. A lot of you text me every day and, Chris, I'm worried. What do I do? How do I do this? What do you do? Nothing. How do you do it? Nothing. Do what you keep doing. If you have a job right now, I have 5 people that quit their job 4 months ago, and I don't know why they quit their job, and now they're saying, Chris, I'm in trouble. One thing I will say is Ash Mafara never, ever said quit your job. He said, keep doing what you're doing and let me get this done and through. And guess what? Ash Mafara had a hammer thrown at him. It changed things. Did he stop? No, he didn't stop. He keeps pushing. He keeps swimming. He's swimming against the current, full tilt ahead. He's not getting tired, and if he does, it's not going to stop him. Put that in your mind about you swimming against the current, okay? Imagine you waking up every day around the clock having to talk to lawyers, governments, educators, engineers, scientists. That's what he does every day. What do? We get on here and we talk live to average people saying, hey, you might really want to check this out. But you don't need to worry. And believe it, I'm saying this because I get a lot of people that are just worried. I'm letting you know, I don't want you to worry because it really does you no good. I'm letting you know that I'm grateful that Onpassive is here and in my life and in many other lives. I'm grateful that Onpassive is global. I'm grateful that Onpassive has gotten into countries that we never even heard about. PNG, I never knew what it was. There's places in Africa I never heard those names. Guess what we're going to do for them? All of us together are going to change each community in this world, each country, each continent. No matter where it is, we're going to reach out and we're going to help people. When Obless gets going and has not got going yet, we're going to touch many lives. Not just me, all of us. All of us are going to touch lives and make a big difference in this world. And that's a pretty good thing to know. You know, all the other companies, maybe you guys were on online. I don't know this because I didn't do it. But did they ever say we're going to go out and touch people's lives? No, they said, hey, we're going to make you rich. Just buy about $1 million worth of our product and stick it in your garage and try to sell it. They didn't say we're gonna fix things. All right, Ash Mafara is doing the whole ball of wax. Let's see. What do I got? I can see him 20 years ago. Man, he's probably sitting in a chair, probably rubbing his chin saying, what is wrong with this world? I got to make this better. Why are these people trying to steal from people? Why are these people allowing these people to suffer and these people to have 10 houses? This is all the things that he thought about. This is why he designed Onpassive. This is why he built Onpassive. This is why he's do or die Onpassive, because he believes in something that no one else ever has. Listen, failing is the greatest thing in the world. Myself, I have not seen Ash Mafara fail yet. Have I seen him tackle problems? Absolutely. Challenges? Absolutely. It wouldn't be no fun for him if there wasn't challenges because he loves challenges. All right. Ask him. I had no idea Onpassive would have really gotten this big. And now it's so big, I can't even stop it. Now I want to work 10 times, 20 times, 100 times harder. So this goes through, works for everyone that wants it. So stop worrying. Look out that big window. Stop looking in the rearview mirror. What's behind you is behind you. Let it go. Be thankful that you have something in your life that's going to change your troubles, your bills, your family, your legacy. Be thankful for that. And just keep going. Marty DeGarmo, back to you.
Fantastic. And Jeffrey Dershner, you will not be left behind, sir. Okay? Don't worry about it. You will not be left behind. You'll be taken care of. Another thing I wanted to say, for me personally, I had 5 brothers and sisters. My oldest brother was killed at 20 years old in Vietnam. My second oldest brother got killed in a car accident at 20 years old. My third brother died of a massive heart attack at 46. I've only got 2 sisters left. But let me tell you what happened to me. In the last 5 years, I went from only 2 siblings to thousands and thousands of people in my family. Thousands. People I could talk to every day. People that get what I get. We have a lot in common. We look different. We're taller. We're different colored skin. We're whatever. But I've met more people, and this is what's more phenomenal than anything. More people like-minded, believe the same as I do, and they don't even live in my country. A lot of them. That's crazy. That would have never happened. To me, I want you to put a price tag on that. Put a price tag that we can chat and have fun, make fun of each other, laugh with each other, cry with each other, whatever we want to do, day in, day out, anytime I want, without leaving my home. Seriously, it's amazing. And we should be so happy that we're part of something like that. And if you want to put a price tag on that, I don't know what it is. But for me, memories and being with people is far more valuable than money itself. For me, money's going to come and go. When you're old and you're ready to leave this planet, whether you're ready or not ready, when we leave, the last thing you're going to have is memories. It will not matter the amount of zeros or numbers in your bank account. I guarantee it. I've done a lot of research on people that had more money than you could think of, and they're not thinking about money when they pass away. They're thinking about what they missed. They're thinking about that big chase for so-called success. You know what success is? Being around people that are beautiful and believe like you do and want to change the world. That's success. Success is not money alone. It's not. Some of the most successful people in the world, biggest changes in the world, were not multimillionaires because that wasn't success. That's not what matters. Will it make a difference? You darn right. Can it buy happiness? People say it can't. I think with a good heart, it'll buy all kind of happiness. All kind of happiness. Can you deliver happiness with it? Absolutely you can. Can it be evil? Yes. In the wrong hands, in an evil hand. Money alone does nothing. It sits on a table. It can't walk. It can't talk. It can't even move. Just sits there. In a bank, it's a digit. What can it do by itself? Nothing. It's like a gun. What can a gun do? Gun can't do anything until it goes in the hand of a nasty person. Same with money. Same with everything in life. But we are very fortunate that there will be people, many, 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 many in Onpassive that will no longer worry about money. In fact, will be able to take that money and bless others. It'll be a weapon, but it'll be a weapon of changing the world for the good. Because money can be a weapon for bad. We know. We have figured out how to make $1 million bomb, a smart bomb. A smart killer is what it should be called. Hey, I got a smart killer. It can kill more people easier than another one. How disgusting is that? Or some little boy and some little girl walking miles and miles to get water that, if they drink that water, might kill them. We got a lot to do. We got a mess to clean up. And I'll tell you what, the mess that we got to clean up is so much bigger than a friend or a family member that thinks you're an idiot. Because it doesn't matter. They're eating okay, they're drinking okay. Let's focus on the people that we can bless and help, because that's coming. How fast? I don't know. But it's coming. Isn't that a blessing in itself that we know it's coming? So don't have anxiety, work with each other, build each other up, get people involved. And remember, very important, you matter. Robert Oakes, you matter. John White, you know you matter. Eric Kessler, you matter. Michael Morris, you matter. Narelle, you matter. ML, you matter. Everybody matters. It's not you and them. You know, last night we were talking about, I used to hate when I would go to Amway meetings and go to this big seminar that I couldn't afford, travel what I couldn't afford, live in a hotel I couldn't afford, to go listen and watch 4 or 5 people walk across stage with a 6-foot check. So bad enough, I got the crap kicked out of me on the way there financially. I can't afford it. I get there, and the guy up there looks at me and goes, "Look what I did." Yeah, you did it because of everybody in the stands. You're there because of all of us. Well, listen, we're all there because of all of us at Asmufara. Asmufara is bringing us on stage. We're all going on stage. Picture that. We're all going on stage. And we're going to bring other people. We're going to put a hand down and drag everybody up there. As many people as we can, we want on stage. We want to change their lives. Anyway, thank you, everybody, for being here. I believe Red will be on in about, I don't know,
15 minutes.
15 minutes. I want to thank you all for coming. I mean that. Keep your eyes open, because I believe things could happen any minute, any day, any hour. That's what I believe. So keep your eyes open. Keep praying for Mr. Mufara, his family. You know, I had the nerve to vent to Mr. Mufara, who's going through all the crap. But you know what? I said a couple of weeks ago, I said to him, "Can you see light at the end of the tunnel?" He said, "I can see light all the way to Pluto." That's what he said. So other people, all of us, whoever we are, we have anxiety. And he says something like that. There's always light there. We can't be stopped. We're an ideology. We're a movement. It'll never be stopped unless God decides to. Anyway, love you all, and we'll see you. Well, we see you all the time. Very good turnout. I want to thank everybody, really, really big time. Almost 460 people here today. So, and I want to say something right now, and I need a thumbs up. Should Chris stop saying I have nothing to offer? Give me a thumbs up if he should stop saying that. And give me a thumbs up if he says it again. I get to boot him into the holding pen until he behaves himself. Nobody wants to hear it, okay? Chris has a lot to offer. You should never do that. It's like David Switzer. I can't talk. And then he talks to you for 45 minutes. There we go. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. You see it? Now, should I have the right to put him in timeout if he says it again? Thumbs up. Let's go.
Put me in timeout.
Timeout. Put timeout. Okay, there we go.
Put me in the waiting room.
I was going to say, should I have the right to spank him? But that's disgusting.
No.
Yeah. Chris goes, no. Like I'd really do it. Anyway, see you all, and thank you for being here. And look, think that everything's